I need a new PC and I am sick of the regular PC cases that are out on the market. And so we are bringing our sleeper case out of retirement because it is one of our favorites. We're gonna pack it full of high-end hardware. I'm talking an RTX 5090, a 9950X 3D, but I don't think this video would do this case justice if we didn't show you the amount of prep that was required so that we could house all of these modern components inside. This case was filthy, grimy, dusty, and needed a lot of work. Let me get you up to speed and then we'll deck this build out.
Today's video is sponsored by Corsair. Get fully restored performance tested systems for up to 40% less than buying brand new. Every PC is professionally inspected, cleaned, and tested for reliable everyday gaming and comes backed with at least a 90-day warranty. Corsair offers two options: refurbished systems that arrive looking almost brand new, and Revival Series PCs that save you even more with minor cosmetic imperfections that don't affect performance. Plus, part of every purchase helps support charities like Sailors for the Sea and Veritri. If you want a solid gaming PC while saving some money, check out the Corsair Refurbished and Revival series using the sponsor link below.
Onto the parts, a little bit of style and flair with a Hatsune Miku X870EH Gaming Wi-Fi 7 motherboard. Then we've got a 1300G from Gamdius, that'll be plenty of power for our GPU. Followed by a 4TB Gen 5 NVMe, plenty of storage for our system. 64 gigs of RAM, it's only 6000 megahertz, but we are on AMD, so that'll be plenty for this system. With a 9950 X3D processor and an RTX 5090, and the CPU is going to be cooled by our Titan 360 RX RGB. I'm going to replace the fans though with some Tough Fan 12. The airflow is not going to be as good as regular cases. So let's get all of this unboxed and installed. Okay, I've run into a little bit of an issue. So, the RTX 5090 doesn't fit. Now, I was thinking about removing the bottom fan from the radiator to just slot it in. However, I really don't want to sacrifice on cooling for the CPU because the CPU is the main part that I'm interested in for what I need to do. I just need a lot of cores and threads. So my solution is this graphics card. It is the GeForce RTX 5070 Ti Strix, and it fits perfect. So what I'll do is I'll use this for the meantime. Then when I can get a thinner RTX 5090, I'll just swap it out. Well, this is the ONEX STC limited edition hardcore gaming chair. And unfortunately, my last chair, well, the back actually snapped off when I did this. yeah, the bolt's completely snapped. I don't know whether to take that as an insult or what. But this chair, it's rated for 125 kilos, so I have no issues now. ONEX were kind enough to send this chair over for our setup that we're creating now. And I actually noticed that while I was looking at the website, the chair is originally $389. It's actually down to $233 at the time of this recording. Plus, I've also got a bunch of other gaming chairs, office chairs, desks, and much more. But hey, we got lumbar support, we've got head support, a high density comfort foam. We also have tilt tension control underneath. And for those of you who really like to lay back, all the way up to 135 degrees and up to 18 degrees of chair tilt. So you can lounge around and make sure that you are in the most comfort during those intense gaming sessions. Even the materials used are built to handle long periods of time. The armrest can extend back and forth, sideways, and up and down. So we have full adjustment with this chair, which is great because my last chair didn't actually include any armrests. So this is kind of like a luxury for me. Then of course we have up and down adjustment. Now guys, if you're at your setup for long periods of time, then a comfortable chair that conforms to your body is a must. It promotes better posture and conforms with the natural curve of your body. So if you're interested in learning more, I'll leave the link in the video description and any coupon codes if we do have any. But getting quick because I did notice that sale is on right now. All right, we've got our new chair in place. I'm gonna go with not one, but two 27-inch monitors. Then we've got our PC. I'll leave it open for now just so we can see the internals for the meantime. Here's our mouse pad, our keyboard, and our mouse. And this, my friends, is the end result. A nice, simple, clean sleeper build setup. So let's test it out in some games. I will put the shell on though for accurate temperatures. Okay, our first game, Doom the Dark Ages, 1440p, Ultra Nightmare mode. Let's go. Oh, the tail almost got me. Oh, he dodged that. Go, 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 get him. Get him. 49 on the GPU, 61 degrees on the CPU, 66 FPS, not bad. So this is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. We're seeing around 160 FPS, and I've got the benchmark running for consistency, so you guys can actually test against this PC yourselves. Now we are seeing around 72 degrees on the CPU and 47 degrees on the GPU. In fact, the CPU temperature has dropped slightly to under 70 degrees. Oh, here comes the big bomb. Whew. I tell you what, for 1440p ultra settings, 137 average FPS, not bad. Avatar 1440p ultra settings, let's see how we go. So far pretty good, around 75 degrees on the CPU, GPU 49 degrees, and we're seeing around 102 FPS. A more worldly scene actually drops the CPU temperature down to 66 degrees because there's not as much demand on the CPU. The GPU is only at 50 degrees Celsius and we're seeing around 120 FPS. Well, there you have it. One more sleeper build. I can't wait to swap that GPU out for the top of the line. But what do you guys think about the PC? Let us know down in the comments. And if you want to see another cool PC that we've built recently, I'll leave that video right here for you guys to go and check out. Consider subscribing and we'll see you in the next one.